You know what? Let's try King Llywelyn II the Great. Yeah. Go with this guy. I kind of wish it would tell me what timeline I'm playing in, though. Well, that's fine. Alright, so... probably the same rules as before. Aztec invasion turned off. Mongol invasion. Historical. I guess, though, having said that, I mean, I don't even need to have this turned on. Oh no, challenges are disabled then. Okay, I see. So I can still do achievements, but okay, that makes sense. Right, because it can't be that easy. Strategos mission seems to favor aggressive expansion. Yes, so all the same stuff as before. Bronzeman Llywelyn Gwynedd. Sure. Why not? Fantastic. You're fine with any. Awesome. Alright. We are King Llywelyn II, the Great of Gwynedd. We are Welsh. We are educated in diplomacy. Our stewardship's not bad either. Personal combat skill obviously leaves a lot to be desired. So let's see what our objectives are first. Dragon's Fire. Conquer Wales and completely control the following provinces. Anglesey, Rose, Perfedwald, Powys, and progress continues for as long as you play the featured ruler's dynasty. Prince of Wales. While holding the Kingdom of Wales, you must have as many vassals as possible, be of your own dynasty. Have them retain the title of Duke or higher. Duke or higher. Bastard members do not count unless legitimized. Character must be an independent ruler. Ruler and vassals must also be of Welsh culture. Progress continues for as long as you play the featured ruler's dynasty. Love spoons. Marry as many of Llywelyn's children to those of English culture as you can. Only the English spouses with titles or claims count towards the challenge. With titles or claims? Really? The married children and their spouses must be alive to count towards the challenge. And challenge only accomplishable within the featured ruler during their lifetime. Done with exercises, now we'll die then drown. Alright, enjoy your ritual drowning, Avalon. I have 0 children, as it turns out. So, we need to get shagging, I think. Do we want to do that? I'm thinking... let's try to get a lot of daughters, and then we'll get them married off to the English folks. I think with this guy, though. Oh! I'm a suzerain. This is... oh no. But, shoot, I have to be independent. How's that gonna work? I don't have any CBs against anyone except England for, like, border dispute stuff. Shoot. Okay. So this one might be... This one actually... yeah, this challenge might actually be fairly difficult here. I think. Because they need to be Duke or higher. So if I need 9 Dukes, that means I basically need more than Wales. Because Wales is only, what? 5 duchies. So I would have 4 Duke vassals. Oh my god. Interesting. Quite interesting. And I need to be independent too. That's gonna be the hard part. If I could swear fealty to this guy and then just chip that stuff away from inside, I suppose that might be what we need to do here. I think eventually we just need to, like, break free after we have a whole bunch of my dynasty members as vassals. Yeah, okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. What's my capital again? It is Rose, yes? Yes, it is. We'll go with the seduction focus. Fantastic. We can actually create the Duchy of Powys, but not really necessary right now. Go ahead and recruit a court physician. You've sent messengers and scouts out in all directions to scour the realm for skilled physicians that will be willing to take up residence in your court. Word should reach you shortly if they manage to find a suitable candidate. Hopefully they will not bring back a Quacksalver. Wait, that's my cousin. You know what, cousin? Go with martial education. If you put me in before I come back and demand sneakiness yet again. Alright. I'll make you a sneaky character then. As much as you want. Fantastic. Now, if I release him, he's just gonna become... Wait, what are the territories that we need again? It's all this stuff, I think, right? So historical Wales. What about Somerset and all that such? No? Anglesey. Shoot. I really wish it would just kind of show me, like, highlight it. Went. Wait, what's my score now? Oh. I need all of that to get, just a score of 3. There's no levels to it. I see. Then let's do it. Let's just swear fealty, and then we'll just start requesting claims inside of the thing. And we'll, of course, suck up to the Pope as much as we can. Alright, so go ahead. Suck him off, or suck him up, but suck up to him, whichever one prefers. And otherwise... proselytize? No. No. Improve relations with the Pope. Have 2 dudes sucking off the Pope. What? Wait, am I actually spending money on this? Oh, I totally am. Did I do that? I may have done that. Oops. My bad. Okay, so I need to get married first. The Duchess of Gascogne. Huh. We could. Or we could maybe try to get some alliances here if we can. So your heir is this guy. Really? Who else is in line to inherit then? Prince John of England. Ah. Okay. Trying to figure out some kind of way to inherit the entirety of the Kingdom of England. Obviously easier said than done. But there are some claimants that we might be able to perhaps bring in here. Princess Joan of England. She's the Queen of Castile. And the rest of them are married. So what if I were to marry you? Really? Non-aggression pact with Queen Mother Eleanor of England. Huh. Well, I mean, we're gonna be banging other ladies and whatnot, but, or we can try to seduce her first. Can I? Yeah, I can't bring her to my court. So how about we try to seduce her first, hope that she doesn't get married to someone else, and then after we've, you know, got it wrapped around my finger, we'll go ahead and, do our thing. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you know what I mean. Alright, can I attack you? In a border dispute war, but otherwise, no. And that's part of... ah, shoot. Alright, Pope. Can't request any claims right now. That's fine. An envoy from the city of, Denbigh, or whatever, arrived with news regarding your search for a physician. The envoy told you of a promising medical student named... The young man managed to save the life of one of the daughters of an important local trader not long ago, and apparently she only lost an eye in the process. Coercing him to join your court would be an easy task. You know what else would be an easy task is getting this very inexperienced man to chop off my fucking testicles accidentally because he was a little too over-enthusiastic. Are you serious? Really? He's the only renowned physician in the entire world. who is within diplomatic range. Who fits these criteria? Or the criteria here. What? No. Something's wrong. Huh. Alright, well, I guess I don't really have any choice here. Hey, Frederick. How are you, man? Hope things are going well for you and Linda. But yeah, I think we might need to either fabricate claims or... Huh. Wait, what happened with that, Oh, no, we're still, trying to seduce her. Right, okay. Well, hopefully we don't lose the opportunity to marry her ass. But we'll see. Decentralized law. So how do you change the law there, then? Oh. Interesting. I wonder why. Now, I do have a couple of supporters, but not enough to get that law changed. Or do we want to go with late feudal administration? We're currently Gavelkind, which is obviously problematic. But we need to rule for another 10 years or so before we can change this succession law anyway, so I suppose what's more important is the revocation laws. So let's see here. My Marshal, Spymaster, and Court Chaplain are not on board. Well, you idiots can always be replaced, so, yeah, let's do that. Right, now will people vote for me? Of course they fucking will. Fantastic. Right, kids, vote my way. Our tributary state has apparently decided to stop paying us tribute. King Rhys II, or Third, calls us weak and claims that we are unable to defend his realm. Whatever nonsense. How dare you? Bitch, you want to die tonight? Oh man, I can't get a claim. I don't have the piety. If only I could donate some money to the Templars or something. Actually, I could do that. And then I get the piety, and then I get a claim on his title, perhaps? I don't know if the Pope is willing to go for it. Alright. You know what? Let's give it a try. See how it works. And then we'll donate the Umlaut to the Templars. Your Highness, this extremely generous donation will not be forgotten. You have my friendship as well as that of the Church. Rest assured that you will be rewarded in heaven, if not on earth. Pax Christi. Sure. You insist. Ah, crap. Not working. Not gonna work. Well, I don't have a piety for the entire duchy, first off. But also the Pope definitely requires some sucking off. Alright, well that's fine. Having an inordinately hard time pursuing my amorous interest in Joan. Where is she? Oh. Oh, she's down there. Okay, she's a lot farther away than I thought she would be. Not gonna lie. Well then. Let's just go for it. No rush. It's okay. We'll be fine, I'm sure. Now, do we want to go with the money or the prestige? Let's see here. What's more important right now? I would probably say money, is my thinking. I mean, prestige is, you know, harder to come by when you're this small, but so is money. So, there you have it. And there we go. So we've approved the laws for revocation stuff. That's great. And what council laws do we have? That's gonna be problematic for sure. Princess Joan, the target of my seduction, is now my wife, making further efforts rather pointless. What? I'll have you know. There's nothing wrong with seducing your wife. Good grief. Now, any genius ladies out there want to get jiggy with yours truly? I guess not. The genius ladies do not want to play with my giblets. We're fine, thanks. Bit tired. Been a rough weekend, huh? Broke my wrist the other day, so had Spent almost the entire last night at the ER. Jeez, what the fuck, man? You okay? How the hell did you break your wrist? Did you punch a fucking toilet? Did you destroy another toilet? Frederick, you have to tell us if you've destroyed another toilet. Maybe there's some quick ladies around instead. Yes, there are. Alright, let's bring this luscious Norwegian lady into our court. Theodosia. If we can bribe her, we should be able to. This lady's a little too old, though. Huh. I wish I slipped on the stairs outside. Fucking invisible ice patch. Oof. That sucks, man. That sucks. I take it it's pretty snowy in Sweden right now, right? And we'll get this strong lady into our court as well. What about the attractive ladies? Apparently there's no one in this world that I consider attractive. Fantastic. Well, I'm more in it for the geniuses. What about ones that are married? Oh. Really? Interesting. But yeah, I guess we're gonna have to stick with the quick ones. Now, Theodosia, we can't. We could try to seduce, but might be easier this way. You know what? Sure. 80 buckaronis though. Let's not. I think we're okay. No snow whatsoever. Cold as fuck though. It's a thin layer of ice on basically everything. Oof, that's rough, man. Yeah, be careful if you're driving. Holy shit. Black ice is no joke. No. We want to seduce Margaret. That's it. She will be mine. That's right. And you too, Umlaut. Except, wait, is my wife paranoid? She's cynical and deceptive. Or deceitful, meaning that she'll most likely discover my infidelity. Yeah, especially since her intrigue is the same as mine. Black ice, yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Plot twist, he was trying to get inside his freezer with the peas and slipped on some ice. He's got cubes of ice just littered around his walk-in freezer, I guess. Or maybe just his, like, average refrigerator freezer. The peasants in Ceredigion, or whatever, spent a long time. Obviously, I can't read Welsh, so feel free to give me a hard time for not being able to pronounce all these Welsh names. But I'm just going to pronounce them how I see them. In order to meet with their priests, or so your court chaplain Adelrod claims. He suggests that it would be in your best interest to construct local shrines. In that way, the peasants would not have to travel so far in order to worship. Sure, I mean, I guess it's extra piety, so why not? I made sure to attend this minor event in Dganwi, so I can seduce Margaret. We've been dancing and conversing all night, and she's clearly responding to my advances. Meet in my room, milady? I sure know how to cajole women. Margaret and I spent the night making sweet illicit love in our bed. I snuck off in the wee hours, leaving the court clueless, I hope. Nice. So she's been had. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and seduce Umlaut. Don't worry, nobody can read Welsh, even the Welsh. At least I got a cool gauntlet out of it. Looks like a cyborg hand. Dude, I would love to be a cyborg. Holy shit. Teutonic campaign. Hochmeister, Hesso of Teutonic Order, has started planning a campaign against the pagans of the north. Oh, so this is the Northern Crusades. For too long, the pagans have been steadfast in their fights against the Christians, and Hochmeister Hesso has decided to convert them with the sword. The wild people of the north have started gathering in response, bellowing their battle hymns and demonic rituals, unstoppable in their frenzy. Surely this will lead to a bloodbath on both sides, as neither will let the other be. With a final blessing from Pope Calisthenics III, the armies of the Teutons leave the south for good. By the sword, indeed. What's my fertility at? It's at 100%. Fantastic. So I can actually join the Benedictine Order without much incident, I think. Or do we want to go around assassinating people? Assassinating people sounds pretty good. So we can actually become a secret Shia dude. That could be interesting. I mean, Benedictine does tend to give us nice stuff and piety and whatnot, which might be necessary for our sucking off of the Pope, right? Yeah, I think it slightly lowers our fertility, but it's not a huge thing, especially since my fertility is at a whopping 100. But if I could potentially kidnap folks and get plots going and all that such, because we can hire assassin armies and whatnot, which is pretty fantastic. Except I think the way that it works has been changed, if I'm not mistaken. Whoa! You could even get like a excommunication on the on our king if you want. Interesting. Oh my god, these guys are so strong. Well, turns out I'm actually a little bit stronger. Now, Pope, what claims can I get? Where's this? That's not what I want. I need like traditional Welsh lands, damn it. Okay, that's fine. Let me join the Benedictine Order. Oh, I forgot that this costs money. Ah, oh well. Sounded like something from an anime. You're strong, but I'm stronger. Well, I don't know if I'm stronger, but I'm certainly strong. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm not strong at all. I know you've got a lover, but you maybe want to come to my court and bang me instead? Any genius ladies out there yet? Son of 50 million buttholes. What about strong ladies? Alright. Well, it's fine. Not necessary. We'll just keep looking for quick ladies instead, who are not too expensive to bring to our court. Cousin? I don't care. Go suck an egg for all I, care, I guess. Wow. You can get a lot of dudes excommunicated, it seems. And Pope Calisthenics has been replaced by Pope Calisthenics. Nice. No confusion there whatsoever. Fantastic. I keep having to remind myself of this thing. Vassals of my dynasty, but they have to be Duke or higher. Which is just crazy. English spouses married to my children. So what, were they expecting this monarch's journey to be a little bit longer? A messenger approaches us with a letter from the Vatican, the vicar of Christ himself. He's asking us to prepare our men to fight against the heathens and infidels to restore Christendom to the lost places of the world. The Pope wants to send our faithful Christian men against Anatolia. The region is held by the Mohammedan Sultan Shura of Rum, and it is time to return it to Christianity once more. Though the Pope wants to invade Anatolia, a pious Christian can convince everyone to focus on another objective that is of more value to us. Well, they're Sunni and they will get a lot of support from their Sunni neighbors for sure. I mean, I'll do it, but we may inevitably need to go back and undo it, possibly. Alright, he's already shrewd, so there's no point in that, so let's get impatient. And that's the same fucking dude. You're already diligent, so become just, please. Fantastic. My former ward, Gruffid, has finished his education. Hey Maxwell, welcome to the stream. In our final discussions, we talked about following the rule of Saint Benedict and trying to improve oneself in the eyes of God. I've encouraged him to I've tried to encourage him to do this for himself, and he has attempted to take my advice, and I wonder if he's made any progress. Crufford came and told me all about how he has strived to follow the rule of Saint Benedict and become a better man. He talks vigorously of all his prayers and time spent doing penance, and in his strive to become closer to God, he seemed to have had great success. Fantastic. Good for you, kid. Good for you. He's actually a pretty good character. Actually, really good character, as it turns out. But for now, we'll let things be, I suppose. Now, sir, I'm 23 years old. Really? Matters of life and death? Fantastic. At what year does the game end? Doesn't it go all the way up to 1411? I'm pretty sure. But if you're talking about this campaign, it'll hopefully end a lot sooner than that. Matters of life and death. With age comes wisdom, they say, or at least it may change the questions we ask, you mutter to yourself. You've had trouble sleeping lately. More often than not, while the rest of your court is sound asleep, you find yourself staring at the ceiling. You are getting older, each day closer to leaving this plane of existence. It is folly to fear such things, of course, yet you cannot keep these feelings at bay. Didn't you used to dream of grander things? What about you carving your own path? What happened to your ambitions? You sit up straight in your bed. This is ridiculous. You are the ruler. You have people ready to serve your any whim. Perhaps your counselors have ideas. If nothing else, it might ease your trouble sleeping. So what are the goals for this journey? Dragon's Fire. So we need to reclaim traditional Welsh lands, I believe. So we need Anglesey, Rose, Perfedwad, Powys, I'm sorry, this isn't me mocking the Welsh language. This is me mocking myself for being able to not pronounce any of these things properly. It's an insult to myself. We also need to get vassals who are at least of the Duke level or higher, but of our dynasty. And then we also need children of our my children to be married to English folks, who apparently have to have titles or claims count. Or claims, rather. Okay, so it's not just titles then. Alright, so since this is Bronze Man, I guess I can actually just save scum this, right? Except, wait, can you save during this? Does that work? Huh. This'll be interesting. Can't say I've ever saved scum much in this game at all. I mean, back when I was starting out CK2, I just did like non-Iron Man stuff and I would just, you know, try it a little bit there, but we'll see how this works out, I suppose. It's gonna be a learning experience. And we've had a son. Fantastic. I guess we do have to legitimize him, don't we? Then again, I think let's only legitimize, what's it? Daughters. They don't really need the sons. Meeting of the minds. Your council convenes and the faces of your advisors speak of confusion. Why are we here, my lord? It comes with a hint of concern. You sit down and the suspense is almost tangible as you leave the question hanging in the air. Finally, you speak and without disclosing much of your current nightly restlessness, you convey the message eloquently enough. I want to discuss the concept of life and death, and I want to look into everlasting life. They nod slowly. So, what do you think? The spirit rises in the room as your counselors start to talk, some hesitantly, some gesturing wildly. They all have ideas. So I guess our only decision is, what's it, Ithun, and the golden apple. Okay, so does the dice roll happen when I click this, or does it happen when the event actually pops up? Since I have no idea, I'm gonna quickly save. Let's see. Maybe Immortal Welsh? I mean, I would do a question mark, but I feel like that might fuck up with the save file or something. Alright, so let's do this out. And hope that we can actually become immortal, because if we can, then we don't need to worry about this one as much. Just need to get those children and whatnot. Please get me more babies. According to the Chancellor, I usually keep a save before every decision and save scum it when I don't pass. Oh, so it's before the decision. So it's not when the event pops up then. Okay. The peasants of Perfedwad have started a delightful tradition where the peasantry from several villages meet up and dance, feast and pair up for future marriage. By promoting this tradition, Gwynwynwyn, really? Believes that the county will develop a strong local culture that will attract more peasants. Sure, go for it. Prestige and... oh, my wife is pregnant. Unfaithful lecher? Excuse me, wife? Unfaithful lecher? How could you? Wait. Why is Umlaut... What? Why did she become... celibate? Oh no. That's not good. Why the fuck is she celibate? The fuck?